What up, guys? In this video, I want to talk about something that I don't hear a lot of people talking about, and I feel like people understood this and men understood this in the past, but since we have so much like feminist message from the feminists, we don't really hear what I'm about to say. And that's that women, I think I have a booger in my nose. Women, when they're first see you, they don't want to associate with you, even if later you might be their husband. The reason is because when a woman associates with a man, she's releasing her leadership over to him, right? Which is scary, which is dangerous. Men don't think like that. Men, when you see a woman, you just immediately want to connect with her because you're the one who's in charge. You're the one who's leading, right? So a lot of the time when you approach a woman and she doesn't give you a good vibe, you may have to continue approaching her multiple times. The feminists will try to say things like, oh, if a woman says no, then she means it, blah, blah, blah. But when a woman is truly in her feminine, she doesn't know what she wants at the start, unless you're just blatantly not her type. But otherwise, she is gonna play it half and half. She might be attracted to you, but she's not gonna fully associate with you. This could mean many things. This could mean that she's friendly at the start of conversations, but she shuts it down halfway through. Or maybe she's friendly one time and then she's a little bit cold the next time, or she'll respond to every other one of your texts or something like that. And a lot of men, I think, don't get that, right? It's because of what the feminists say. The feminists say, oh, the woman knows exactly what she wants. But no, women know subconsciously that she is releasing her kind of autonomy over to allow you to be the leader when you pursue her. So she's not gonna be able to do that immediately, right? So that's why women are scared. I think a lot of the feminists will say women don't want to go on a date because they're afraid of being assaulted or whatever. But no, I think, and then they say it's because women are physically weaker. Well, yeah, that is true, but I believe the real reason is because the woman knows that you're the leader, so going on a date with you is unpredictable for her, right? She's scared because she knows that you're leading, and if you're leading, that means that she's following, and if she's following, it means she doesn't know where you're going, right? So that's the real reason why, there's tons of men who are physically weak, but they don't walk around afraid of the world, right? Even though they're physically weak, or even though they could be robbed every single night walking down the street going home. It's because we see the world from the sense of we are leading, we are in charge. It has to do with our mindset, right? So a woman at first, she's not gonna be comfortable with you, even if you make it super predictable. Even if you say, yeah, we're gonna be at a coffee shop, in the mall, in the public space, where you obviously just couldn't possibly even assault her. Even if you do that, she's still gonna be scared because she knows that you are the leader. It still feels unpredictable because, like I'm saying, if you are the leader, she is the follower. And women don't want to admit it. The modern feminists don't want to admit it. But women have no choice but to be a follower, because they're subconsciously wired to submit in relationships with a man. And when they don't, it's because when a woman does not submit, that's because some sort of defense mechanism in her is overriding that. It could be that she was assaulted in the past. It could be that she just doesn't trust you. She could just have a feminist agenda. But when a woman doesn't submit, it's not natural, right? It's not a natural thing. When have you ever met a woman that was not submitting and you actually wanted to be around her? No, you don't, because it's not pleasant, right? It's not a pleasant experience for the man or the woman. She's not happy and you're not happy. See, so this is why you have to continue pursuing a woman, or continue to give a safe impression and then ask her out again. All right, so this concept, you know, can even be seen in the way that we attach, right? The way that a man attaches to a woman versus the way that a woman attaches to a man. So for example, men, we attach to women in the talking stage, right? When we're just chatting and getting to know each other. But women are detached during that stage. But a man detaches when he gets physical action from her. But the woman, after getting physical with the man, her attachment increases, okay? So right there you can see it, that a woman off the bat is not attached. She actually would prefer to disassociate from you and any man, even if she goes home dreaming about having a man. It doesn't make sense, right? They want a man, but in the initial stage they detach to the point where a woman could go years not having a boyfriend, even though there's all sorts of good options around her that want her, because they're so detached in the initial stages that most men don't know to continue pursuing until they get an opportunity to go out with her. Most men don't know that, and I feel like that's why, and a lot of women don't even know that about themselves. So if the man even does ask them out a second time or try to continue talking to them, they get all on their high horse and start getting mad. But, and this is why I think feminism is such a cluster F, because it's like women don't know what they want, you know. But if you're around a truly feminine woman, she will not want to associate with you at the start, okay? She will not want to be attached to you. She will not want to connect with you, you know, unless all the conditions are right. If her friends really like you and you guys know each other from a certain context and her parents like you, okay, then maybe you got a chance off the bat, all right? But if it's not perfect conditions, she's not gonna want to associate with you at the start. So you gotta try yourself, you know, lower the pressure, get to know her a little bit more, and ask her out again. If she says no, oh, okay, chat it up with her some more, ask her out again. Unless you get some blatantly obvious signs, you know, that she just doesn't want anything to do with you, then you got to continue trying. But by lowering the pressure, chatting it up in a friendly way, and then try again, right? That's how women are. They don't associate with men off the bat, okay? If they're truly in their feminine, right? Because it's scary for them, because a truly feminine woman is going to release her autonomy over to the man to lead her. Not release their autonomy, but they're gonna give over their leadership. They're gonna allow you to lead. So that's scary for them. So they can't do that off the bat. They can't do it right away. Okay? Alright.
Next stop.
So dress up, work out, and get to at least a 7 out of 10 attractiveness, and build up your social skills, and you'll be able to consistently do this. I do feel like you should have a base level attractiveness reach 7 out of 10 or 6.5. As a man, yeah, 6.5 is probably good.